perception. It's promised to be broken. It's shame, it's lost at sea. Head on collision in slow motion. It's everything you took from me. Time for fear, a time to say farewell. Always knew we'd end up here. Tried to search your eyes for clues, nothing kept me there with you. Silence, fear became a nightmare. Silence, fear became a nightmare. It's promised to be broken. It's shit, it's lost at sea. Head on collision in slow motion. It's everything you took from me. Held on to these phones in vain, believing had so. It sounds strange when you say my name. You can say you never knew all the change you put me through. In the end, it's all the same. In the end, it's all the same. It's promised to be broken. It's shit, it's lost at sea. Head on collision in slow motion. It's everything you took from me. It's everything you took from me.
This one's called Blue Hill Bay. It's about a part of Maine that I just adore, and so I just one day picked an imaginary person and put him there. And this is his tune. Proud little redbird sitting in a tree. He's too good looking to care about me. Duffy boat's headed to the Gulf of Maine. Ain't no joke on a cold winter day. Spruce trees beat by the Labrador wind. Red fox in the yard with blood on his chin. Weather coming in 8 inches of snow. I got a chronic case of the I don't knows. But I'm the prince of my dominion. I'm the lord of this domain. I'm a man for any season here on the shores of Blue Hill Bay. I split up with Janie 6 years ago, June. I could tell she was itching for something new. She's living with a painter up in Hellsworth town. I'm hearing Bernard hanging around. Me and Sarah kinda sorta, but it's on and off. She works at Thurston's, her ex is a cop. He pulled me over one night last March. Tried to make me sweat while he chuckled in the dark. But I'm the prince of my dominion. I'm the Lord teacher down in Shelburne Falls. She hears what I'm doing, I've learned to lie. If you're a little older, you can understand why. I spent a lot of time looking at a Blue Hill Bay, where the only thing certain is that things are gonna change. If I'm the prince of my dominion, I'm the lord of this domain. I'm a man for any season here on the shores of Blue Hill Bay. Here's the shores of Blue Hill Bay. Thank you. I think you need to tell the story of that guitar.
I will in the chat.
Okay, good.
Not right now.
Okay, good.
It's too early.
Yes. You don't want to say
Yeah. It's not the right time.
But we created suspense.
just now.
Yeah, I guess we did. Stars are burning holes as they glimmer in the night. Watch one as it falls, hold your breath and make a wish. I should have kissed you when I wanted to. Hesitation in the moment wasn't right. Jump on in, what is fine. Think about tomorrow, gotta stop searching for a sign. Sometimes being brave is not enough. There's beauty where you find it. It's the sound a secret makes when it's whispered in the dark. Buzzing through the air like fireflies. We've been going through the motions, still missing every mark. Jump on in, what is fine. Think about tomorrow, gotta stop searching for a sign. And sometimes being brave is not enough. There's beauty where you find it. Maybe all we're doing is trying to walk each other home. Got a broken compass, best intentions. We're just skipping stones. So jump on in, water's fine. And think about tomorrow, I know you will never be mine. And sometimes being brave is not enough. There's beauty where you find it. There's beauty where you find it.
On the last record, there was a tune called Cheryl, which is about my uncle Jimmy Klein and the fact that he got framed for murdering his wife by the Chicago Mafia. Right about the time I recorded the last record, I read a book by an author named Marilyn Robinson called Gilead. I think it's one of the best books in the last 25 years. She loved it enough that she wrote a bunch of books from the perspective of different characters in the book. And that gave me a notion, it took a year and a half or so for the notion to come, but it gave me a notion to write that story from a different perspective. And you cast about, thinking about who it's going to be. But I ultimately settled on writing it from the perspective of the actual killer. It's called Well Enough Alone. I remember her from Chicago. I forget what you called herself then. I blew her brains out there in the kitchen. Blew the maid's brains out in the den. They call it a wet word, but that's a cop-out. No, killing is my stock and my trade. I was told to frame the husband. He was handcuffed on that very day. Well, you won't see me coming, and I'll leave no trace when I'm gone. Oh, some folks learn the hard way. It's best letting well enough alone. The husband had an uncle. That uncle somehow got him sprung. The husband checked into Midtown Hotel. It fell to me yet again to get it done. I left him hanging there from a doorknob. They looked in vain, no note was ever found. Yeah, the thrill of catching lightning in a bottle ends in ashes and a black mark on the ground. Hey, you won't see me coming. I'll leave no trace when I'm gone. Oh, some folks learn the hard way. It's best letting well enough alone. The uncle was a loose end. You can't have loose ends in this job. He met the maker a few nights later. It kinda looked like his store been robbed. And you want me to have misgivings. You want me to be a tortured soul. But the world needs men skilled at killing. But somewhere in your heart this you know. Hey, you won't see me coming. when I'm gone. Oh, some folks learn the hard way. It's best letting well enough alone. Thank you.
That was a lot of death in one song.
Yes. Yes.
Hey.
We've talked about, that was like one of my favorite initial conversations we had, was where we sat and we thought about our records that we had and we counted how many dead bodies there were.
These are things you do when you're songwriters and your friends are songwriters, and it seems totally normal at the time, and then you say it out loud in front of people, and you're like, are we the problem?
But we're also the solution.
See? Sometimes. Well, while Terry's got a new record he's ready to record, I've got one that's just coming out of mastering and will be out sometime in the foreseeable future. I still don't have a release date because these things take time. You don't want to rush it. But this is the title track for that record. It's called Plastic Flowers. Never seen the northern lights. Never take my own advice. You know that I hate to be alone. Darling, when you're coming home, I've been writing letters that I don't intend to send. Try to forget. They say broken hearts are slow to mend. Never could accept defeat. Never could find peaceful sleep. Love the pieces when the game is lost. Someday we'll all turn to dust.
woke up this morning craving fried chicken in the hand that I used to hold. But the cast iron skillet is covered in rust. I'm starting at zero again. There's a drip in the kitchen, the faucet is leaking. That might just be in my head. No time for whining, best get back to work. I'm starting at zero again. Yes, I'm hanging in there, I'm holding up fine. I tell them whenever they call, which is rarely if ever at all. I'm starting at zero again. Starting at zero. The back garden's grown over, but I mow the front lawn so the neighbors won't be concerned. I'm lost in the thicket of a love gone to sea. I'm starting at zero again. The shadows and echoes, cobwebs and smoke, boxes piled up in the hall. I'm off to Goodwill to give more away. I'm starting at zero again. Yes, I'm hanging in there, I'm holding up fine. I tell them whenever they call, which is rarely if ever at all. I'm starting at zero again. Starting at zero again. Thank you.
Aaron's a good guy.
He is.
He's a good friend. Now I wish I would have mentioned that he co-wrote that first song I started with me. Would have been a nice little dovetail moment, but here we are.
ASCAP will find out, or BMI, as it
BMI in his case, but
Okay.
and they've already found out. It's okay. Oh man.
We buy the book here. We go by the book.
Yes, very much so. It's like before you even start writing sometimes. You played me the song you guys worked on of his, but I hadn't heard yours. So that's nice. Oh, full circle. Yeah, anyhow, this is a song called Monsters. Watch clouds rolling, I watch the fire burn out. Minds drawn insane, get swept away by doubt. There's nothing left to give, it's all so intertwined. Carved your name into a tree and a place you'll never find. I'm so tired of running, I'm so tired of being afraid. Things that I was scared of, you turned out the light. phone till I all but disappeared. And then I was ashamed. I did what you had done. So I wrapped my scars in gossamer till you couldn't see the blood. I'm so tired of running. I'm so tired of being afraid. Things that I was scared of, you turned out the light. It's a different kind of monster out tonight. I didn't know what to say to you now that your mother died. The taste of copper in my mouth, biting on my pride. It's too late to know now if it was just a souvenir, but I kept holding on out of love, out of fear. I'm so tired of running. I'm so tired of being afraid. Things that I was scared of, you turned out the light. Different kind of monster out tonight. Different kind of monster out tonight. Different kind of monsters.
I guess it's Father's Day, and it is. I don't guess that. I know that to be the
It's a
case.
factual statement.
Yeah. And I called my dad, and we had a nice chat. My stepfather passed away in December, and it's when you have sort of a more complicated relationship with a person when they pass away, it's hard in a different way. And so this, I wrote this tune and as a way to try to figure it out a little bit. It's called Shimmers and Hums. Yeah, that's us in the picture. Me with braces on my teeth, was hanging there on my shoulder. I was 12 at most 13. It's unlikely I was happy. There's a smile there on my face. Some flaws can be forgiven, some things can't be replaced. There beneath the surface you can see what I've become. It shimmers and hums. Yeah, the grief is like a millstone grinding in my gut. It's alright when it's working, but it keeps on getting stuck. 'Cause I still think that he's out there doing the same old things he did. Gnawed ashes in a metal box with blue duct tape on the lid. I feel kinda like a monster when I smile up at the sun. It shimmers and hums. Yes, the fondest recollection is mean in its own way. Say you'll make amends tomorrow, then tomorrow fades away. I like to think I'm an alright father. Hope my daughters would agree. I'd never felt a love like that. It was not to be believed. I wake up every morning thankful for what I'm not. There's a purpose and a balance to what we have and haven't got. Like shapes and colors on a canvas that all blend and become one. It shimmers and hums. It shimmers and hums. It shimmers and hums. It shimmers and hums.
Well, it is Father's Day, as you pointed out, and I have not called my dad yet.
Okay.
I know. It's all right though. He's at the Telluride Bluegrass Festival probably, so he doesn't really want to hear from me in this exact moment. I mean, he does, but not like right now.
Did you see he won?
Yes.
Our friend Jackson Emmer won the Telluride Troubadour contest.
Yes, he did.
I'm so happy for him. He's worked so hard to get there.
Yeah, it's a big one. But my dad taught me how to love music, and he's got varying degrees of thoughts on songs that I've written. And a lot of them he calls up after a while, and I don't know, about a month ago I got a call, and he'd been laid up, had a surgery on his legs. He'd been laid up for a long time. And I found out in that conversation that he had Googled me and then proceeded to read every single interview I've ever given in my entire career. And he had notes. So that was a conversation that we had to have and work through and discuss about how what you say in an interview is not always like the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's not a sworn oath situation. It's just kind of what you say in the moment, and sometimes it's more eloquent than others. And he I said he had a lot of concerns, but most of the time it ends up with him just being real proud and excited about it because he thinks that being backstage is magical. So every time I play something and he gets to come backstage, even if it's like here, he imagines backstage being the hallway and just really has a great time. So I'm going to play one that he actually really likes instead of one that he hates. It's possible that the human race is really just a product of outer space, and Mulder and Scully, they were on the case. Maybe they were right. What if the sun runs out of sun? Would that be a dent in summer fun? But it wouldn't really matter to anyone, 'cause we'd all be dead. And I should be counting sheep. My thoughts won't let me sleep. Things weigh heavy on my mind. I'm in way too deep. It's the same old dangerous path. Do I want a midnight snack? I can't be the only one to ask. What if the buffalo never come back? What am I doing with the time? Why does every song have to rhyme? And who do I think I am? John Klein? Maybe in my dreams. Well, I'm regret, but I'm old and gray. If I make it that far anyway, will I go out as a bad cliche to the great unknown? I should be counting could the Titanic ever even float? Sinkable Molly Brown. Say a word mind is a prayer for trouble, but trying to relax has always been a struggle. I should be counting sheep. My thoughts won't let me sleep. Things weigh heavy on my mind. I'm in way too deep. It's the same old dangerous path. There's too much to unpack. I can't be the only one to ask. What if Buffalo never come back? What if Buffalo never come back? Yeah, what if Buffalo never come back? Thank you. Usually at some point during that song, he takes a moment to let me know that the Buffalo, in fact, have come back and they're doing quite fine in, places, and that other various notes on that song, but he likes it just the same.
I think we'll do another round and then take a little short break.
Sounds reasonable.
Just to
Stretch.
You're not supposed to sit for very long, I guess. So that's what we're going to do. I have the next tune I'm going to play is called That Used to Be My Train. I wrote it in, I think, May of 2016. I made a record in 2017. I didn't put it on the record. I made a record in May of 2018. I didn't put it on the record. I recorded a little single 45 out in California. I didn't put it on that. And that was fall of 2019. I went in and recorded in October of 2021, my third record, and didn't put it on that. And I realized why after there's Mark Abrams is here, and you all know him. He's brilliant, and he's as good as a songwriter as you're ever going to find. And what he said, and I don't even think he said it to me, I think he said it to my wife, is if you want to know Terry Klein, just listen to his song That Used to Be My Train. I mean, I'm hugely into this notion of songwriting as a kind of an act of vulnerability and all that sort of business. And I just haven't been practicing what I preach with respect to this record. But I'm going to try and record it this week and maybe let some folks in, and we'll see. Yes, 400 tons of steel and rust rumbling down the line. It's the 718 local man, it's making every stop. They're standing him in the eye, checking on the markets, staring at their phones. A woman with a Bible says and pray. That used to be my truth. Yes, I'd stare out the tempered glass at hemlock, oak, and white pine, crammed into the middle kept rolling down the line. My tie was tied too tight. I was sweating in my suit. My soul shot up with a Novocaine. That used to be my train. I'm not quite sure when it happened or what made up my mind, but I said, for the love of all is good and right, I'm through. I put away my briefcase, it's in a closet gathering dust, with the carpet beats chewing on my suits. Top of Primrose Hill, I can see that local rolling by. There's a melody that's after me, and words getting gathered up in lines. Some folks might say I'm reckless. I respectfully disagree. I just did something crazy to get sane. That used to be my train. 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 Thanks.
I'm going to end this set with another one my dad really likes, and one that Terry and I wrote together, actually, about my hometown, this little itty-bitty place in Colorado. I think that was the first time we ever really sat down and talked to each other. Yeah, it was kind of a... We got a lot of heads that night, and we became friends somewhere in the middle of it. It's a... Yeah, it's called Dynamite. Feel free to do things. Detonate, blow up and walk away. It's easier, just cut and run. Away from all this damage that's been done. I got dynamite in my blood. I got dynamite in my blood.
Does the fish feel a knife? That's what she asked me. I did not know how I should respond. She asked me again, so Daddy, did you hear me? And the answer that I gave, get it wrong? Yeah, most things seem kind of simple until you poke at them even just a little. Does the fish feel the knife? What happens when we die? Is it kind of like sleeping? She asked me this, and I was at a loss. Driving home from a wake early in the evening, I'd seen her staring up at Jesus on the cross. And you can't say no one knows, not to a girl who's 4 years old. Does the fish feel the knife? You need a license to drive a car, to shoot a buck, to cut a man's hair. Anyone can have a kid. I'll send you home, good luck, take care. Does the fish feel the knife? Daddy, who's that man? Was he always on the corner? She asked me as we sat there at the light. A cardboard sign, spare a dime or a quarter. Man, there's so much in this world, it just ain't right. We let folks slip through the cracks. No, I wasn't going to tell her that. Does the fish feel the knife? You need a license to drive a car, to shoot a buck, to cut a man's hair. Anyone can have a kid. I'll send you home, good luck, take care. Does the fish feel the knife? 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 Thanks.
All right. Well, I mentioned how my dad, gave me a love of music, and a lot of that was taking me to shows when I was probably too young to be going to shows. My very first show was George Thurgood and the Destroyers at Red Rocks. I was 2.5. I don't remember much about it other than it was raining really, really hard, and that even could be a fabricated memory from being told about how it was raining really, really hard the entire time. And then as I got older and our musical taste started to diverge a little bit, sometimes that meant that he would drop me off at shows and then come back later when it was appropriate. And one of those times I was 14 or 15, and there was this festival at the reservoir right by our house, which was rare because we live very rural and there was nothing ever by our house. This was only like 15 minutes away, so they figured it's probably okay. We can let her run around this folk festival at the county reservoir, it'll be fine. What they didn't know that day is that while Jackson Browne was headlining, and I was going to go early to get a really good spot in order to see Jackson Browne, whom I completely loved at the time, still do. They did not know that Nancy Griffith was opening for him or playing the slot before him. And so there I was, a little 14-year-old Nichole, smushed up at the stage because I wanted to have the best spot possible for Jackson Browne. And mind you, this is like not the kind of festival where people are at the stage, so it was just me right there, just in awe of this woman that I had never heard of, and she was playing songs by herself on a guitar, and I'd never seen that. Every time I had seen, women on stage or in bands that I loved, it was kind of as a vocalist or as like accessory, and definitely not playing guitar and doing all kinds of things. And this is a really long story, and I know that, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm not all that sorry, because I have to tell you about this particular guitar and why that story is relevant. About a month ago, I got a call from a friend who works at a guitar shop, owns it, and says, "Hey, I need you to come check out this guitar." And I said, "Okay, I don't need another guitar." He said, you need to come check out this guitar. It's a Nancy Griffith model." And I was like, "Okay." And I was in the middle of other things on the phone, so I was like, "Cool, I'll definitely come down and check it out. I don't need another guitar." I get down there and he starts telling me the full story about how this guitar came into his possession. And it turns out that it was actually Nancy's guitar. It's not a Nancy Griffith model guitar, it was hers. And obviously, yes, it was, well, I guess I'm going to figure this one out. And on top of having been kind of the first woman that I ever saw play a guitar that I was like, oh wow, you could do this just by yourself without like a full band. You didn't have to be a backing singer or a vocalist. You could write songs and play them yourself. I put on this Nancy Griffith tribute every year at the Cactus Cafe. It's coming up on July 6th, which would have been her 70th birthday. So all of that to tell you, come out to that show. It's me and 18 some other artists playing her songs. And we always do this one at the end because it's just a good kind of everybody join in thing. So if you feel it, join in. I'm a backseat driver from America. Drive to the left on Falls Road. The man at the wheel's name is Seamus. We pass a child on the corner he knows. Seamus says, what chances that kid got? I said, from the back, I don't know. He said, there's barbed wire at all of these exits. There ain't no place in Belfast that I could go. And it's a hard life, it's a hard life, it's a very hard life. It's a hard life wherever you go. And if we poison our children with hatred, the hard life is all that they'll know. Cafeteria line in Chicago. That man in front of me. It's long black people trash to his children. He's the only trash here I see. I'm thinking this man wears a white hood. And I'm with the children should sleep. They'll slip to their window and they'll see him. Think their white hoods are to me. It's a hard life, it's a hard life, it's a very hard life. It's a hard life wherever you go. And if we poison our children July 6th. It's a free show. It'll be a lot of fun.
Is that Nancy's guitar right there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I missed that part.
Yeah. I mean, it's mine now.
Oh,
but-
yeah, it was originally her.
I wrote this for my sister and brother-in-law. Sister-in-law and brother-in-law. It's going to be on the new record, and they don't know it, but it's named for them. I think they know it'll be on the record, but yeah, this was I wrote this last spring. It is called Kate and Matthew's Song. Say I love you as much as you can, and take any old excuse to hold their hand. This stuff is basic, it's simple too, and so's the sunrise. You do the dishes when it's not your turn. It's not about what's owed or what's been earned. From the giving heart, the unexpected bloom, and good and bad times. Well, you didn't ask for my advice. I'm giving it to you all the same. Yeah, we're all out in the meadow here tonight on me. Of your wedding day. Dress in layers, 'cause things will change. You can squeeze your eyes shut, the fact remains. Change will come, and when it does, best leave the light on. Be excited and full of heart, like every speck of dust is a work of art. These moments shared make up a life you can look back on. Well, you didn't ask for my advice. I'm giving it to you all the same. Yeah, we're all out in the meadow here tonight on me. Of your wedding day. Your wedding day. Wedding day. Thank you.
That's going to be a happy birthday royalty money song, I should tell.
Well, that would be awfully nice. Nice, then. That would be nice.
Gorgeous. I wrote this song with my friend Jeremy Parsons. We wrote a lot of songs together, so I don't know why I'm just telling you about it now, but here we are. in kind of a weird time when I was realizing that all of these things that I thought were true about myself were true, but in a different way. If that makes sense. Some days I'm a fighter, some days I'm a wreck. If you look too close, you'll see. Some days there's nothing left. Some nights I'm a dreamer. Some nights I stay out too late. If I'm honest with myself, some nights I just need an escape. Play pretend and wish on stars, but fairy tales are real. It's a bitter pill to swallow to make it a big deal. I keep waiting on your call. Wonder if you will talk about it all. I'm still afraid of quicksand. I'm afraid to try something new. If I'm honest with myself, I'm most afraid of losing you. Play pretend and wish on stars, but fairy tales are real. It's a bitter pill to swallow, so don't make it a big deal. I keep waiting on your call. Wonder what we'd even talk about it all. I still have hard feelings. I still have that Polaroid. If I were to let you go, what'd be left to fill the void? Play pretend and wish on stars, but fairy tales are real. It's a bitter pill to swallow, so don't make it a big deal. I keep waiting on your call. Wonder if you even care for me at all. Some days I'm a fighter, some days I'm a wreck.
You know, I think that puppy love is like one of the most intense emotions that you like ever feel in your life. And most of you in this room know this, but I tend to plumb those intense emotions for material. And a couple of Decembers ago, I wrote this next tune I'm going to play, and then it just stayed in the notebook for a year. Like I didn't even think about it. And then I picked it up. I picked up my phone and was just going through old voice memos, because you know there are those days where you're like, like, I'm not sure what I'm going to write, so let's see if I have a good idea at some point. Ever.
Just one.
And I came to this full recording of like a full song. I was like, okay, I wonder what this is. And it was this. It's called Oh Melissa. Well, I might as well go smoke another cigarette, 'cause you still don't love me at all. I know that you don't like it, but you don't get a say. We've hashed that out the last 10 times you called. You stare across the room at me with those eyes of yours. And even though you're standing there next to him, like you know that if you let yourself, you'd never love anybody else. We're too young for that, I guess, and so much life left to live. I whisper your name every night as I'm drifting off to sleep. I know you whisper mine, and you will to the end of time. There ain't no living without longing, a heart gonna beat right till it's been broke. I don't know how drunk I'm gonna get tonight. Depends on what kind of bottle finds its way here to me. He has his arm around you, but you look in my direction, and you know I notice, though I'm pretending not to see. Listen, I'll whisper your name every night as I'm drifting off to sleep. I know you whisper mine, and you will to the end of time. There ain't no living without long, a heart gonna beat right till it's been broke. At the moon from a beat-up backyard deck chair. Voices hang in the air like so much river mist. You sit down here beside me. I make a little room. If anything made any sense at all, we kiss. Listen, I whisper your name every night as I'm drifting off to sleep. I know you whisper mine, and you will to the end of time. There ain't no living without longing, a heart don't beat right till it's been broke. Mine's been broke.
this is a song that's going to come out on the new record. And on the record, it's kind of turned into a bit of a rock and roll song. But I'm going to play the version that went up on my Patreon, and it's just me on the guitar, because that's what we got here today. You've been going all around to this. You better talk about what's in there. You know the door should stay shut. Already know how the story ends. I know better this time. You've been going to the bad mistake, saying you're ready to change your ways. Fingers crossed behind your back, they pretend it was all a dream. I know better this time. I know better this time. Can't remember and I can't forget the nights I talked to you off the ledge. To believe in possibility, I couldn't see you were in too deep. I know better this time. I know better this time. You say you're sorry for the times you missed. Changing now would be a waste of wish. I know better this time. I know better this time. I make no apologies. When I'm cornered, I get me. Keep myself outside your reach, 'cause I know better this time. 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 I know better this time.
I appreciate you all bearing with me on these new songs. Some of them aren't so new. They're just unrecorded, I guess. But I appreciate you bearing with me. This is my only real true Austin song. It's called Sky Blue Baron. I drive a Sky Blue Baron convertible coupe. Paid $700 cash to a guy on North Loop. The transmission trouble, but the tape deck works. Original rims and a Delaware smirk. Got a pearl snap shirt with a hummingbird yoke. Thrift store boots with a tidy snap toe. Jeans have a hole where my wallet poked through. Irony lives, hell, what you gonna do? What I say, living breath to breath, by second by minute, by hour by day by day. I'm in an all-right band called Bitter Revenge. Played bass and make a racket with a couple of friends. Almost got signed about 10 years back. Those days are gone, can forget about that. My hair's long and curly and it's sitting on top. Might cause a ruckus if I cut it all off. Got a 10 o'clock slide at the merry-go-round. Oh, Jenny slinging drinks and her fellas out of town. What I say? Living breath to breath, by second, by minute, by hour, by day, by day. We all want what we love, the stage is the same. Or maybe changing the way that we wish it would change. So the stuff you think will break stays right and true. Like my sky blue LeBaron convertible coupe. By second, by minute, breath to breath, by second, by minute, breath to breath, second by minute, by hour, by day, by day.
Posted about this show, I promised that I'd play at least one song my dad hates. And that it's Father's Day and everything, and I don't want to be a liar, so this is one that he has shared his opinions on several times.
One more, and then Nicole's going to do one more, and then we're going to leave. Next month, it's going to be me and Graham Weber and his glorious beard. So that'll be fun. I guess I have, my beard is not so bad.
Comparatively, no.
It's struggling. So that'll be fun. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you all for being here too.
Yes, thank you. And thanks to the deli for giving me a
Yes.
stage on which to do whatever I do. The name of this tune is This Too Shall Pass. Skunk-faced McGee walked into the bar, asked for a bourbon from the rail and a beer. The barkeep asked if he had any cash. He said, let's check in this pocket right here. He pulled a big fat roll from his old brown coat. It was all 50s and 100s for days. Knew better than to ask him how he'd had such luck. Sometimes a blind squirrel even gets paid. Yeah, good luck ain't always good luck, and bad luck ain't always bad. Yeah, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Skunk-faced bucked the next 4 or 5 rounds, and he stumbled out into the night. He had a brand new coat at the bar the next day, and a faraway look in his eye. He thrown that old brown coat up the bridge into the river, and he watched as it floated away. He didn't know what he'd done till he felt for the money, but by then it was a little too late. Yeah, good luck ain't always good luck, and bad luck ain't always bad. Yeah, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Back at the bar, a couple days later, me and Skunk-face are watching the news. It seems the cops caught a body with a hole in its head in an alley back of Sweet Mama Lou's. There was a shot of the scene, and Skunk-face hollered. I said, well, buddy, what do you know? Behind the yellow tape among the spent shell casings, there was Skunk-face's old brown coat. Yeah, good luck ain't always good luck, and bad luck ain't always bad. Yeah, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Thanks.
I know
In that case, we will reset this situation and do.
we also have a great Mondo story associated with it. Is it a right Mondo story? Somebody lived next door.
Not any of those things.
Okay.
stories up about me. I think what he's doing is getting several stories combined into one particular story. Because I did at one point live next to Ray Wagner.
Okay.
And he did hear me sing and he thought it was okay. And, didn't yell at me to shut windows. It wasn't this song though.
Okay.
I can guarantee it was probably very, very loud Fleetwood Mac being screamed at the top of my lungs. Sorry, Ray. Anyhow, this is the John Prine song.
Come on late and you come on early. You come on baby, you're feeling smart. You come on straight and you come on curly. Sometimes you don't come home at all. What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? Broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running beyond the run. And I got a heart that burns with fever. I got a worried and jealous mind. How can love last forever? Been left so far behind. What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? Broken speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running beyond the run. It's mighty mean, dread sorrow. It's crossed through the line today. How can you ask about tomorrow? You ain't got one word to say. What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? Broken speed of the sound of loneliness. Out there running